Good morning, everyone. This is a tutorial for Photobomb. This is a quick tutorial that'll walk you through how easy the process is. Some steps have been pre-made, but in any event, you will actually get to see how all the pieces come together and how you can capitalize on this and utilize this in your current business. Photobomb, what Photobomb does is it allows us to take real-time pictures and send them to a screen, a monitor or big screen, Jumbotron, via VGA cable, HDMI cable, or even a Chromecast. Display it on any monitor. You can even use a splitter and separate it and use multiple monitors. It will go up onto any screen. The templates are completely customizable to match any event that you have. Here's a wedding that we've done. You can see we've changed the backgrounds, we've changed the sides on where the picture wall is displayed. The call to action is up on the screen the entire time, so you don't have to go out and print cards and put them down on the tables and so on and so forth. You can customize it and brand it so that people know that your company, you place your logo on there so people know that your company is actually promoting this, and if they want to use it down the road, they'll contact you. We also I'll show you another at the end of this episode here. We'll show you another trick that we put in there so that people know how to contact you so that they can make reservations and your company gets the exposure that you need. It's a very simple process. This is a screenshot from the phone where it says the new message area. They're going to put 55678, and where they attach the picture, right under the picture, they're going to type in the keyword. This is going to give you a real-time picture to screen. There's no downloads necessary for anybody to use it. It's easy for you to set up. All you have to do is set up the monitors, have internet access, and a computer that you're going to use as your main display to display the flash player. It works with any cell phone that can take and send pictures, so that's probably about 95% of the cell phones on the market today. There's no need to go and download something out of iTunes or the Google Play Store. It works with anybody's phone. It makes your event more memorable. One of the things with Photobox is there's always a line. That line is taking people away from the DJ's party and the center of attention and the center of focus, the focus of attention for that event. Well, now it brings both of those events together. The other thing it does is it gives these photos, it gives people a 360-degree view of the reception. So as people are out there dancing, you're on one side of the dance floor, but something else is going on the other side of the dance floor. People are taking pictures and sending them in. You can watch what's going on the entire dance floor. Then all these photos can be saved to a thumb drive or disk, and it makes a perfect keepsake. Some of my DJs are actually branding their thumb drive and having their company logo on it, and they hand it out and give it to the bride and groom after the end of the event. Each template is completely customizable for every occasion. You can customize the size. You can make it horizontal, vertical. You can make it bigger, smaller. You can actually create a picture wall and a text wall together on the same flash player template. Every pixel can be customized for that event. And again, all you need to have is the monitor for your display, whether it's a projection monitor, a TV monitor, a computer monitor, or even a Jumbotron. It does not matter. Whatever you want to use, this is completely adaptable to it. Via your cables, your normal stuff. You guys have most of this stuff in your inventory already, so you don't have to go out and purchase other things. Here's a photo we put together. It really just kind of shows everybody's going to be utilizing their cell phones at a wedding. They're going to be utilizing and taking selfies. Oh, the bride's so beautiful. They're going to be able to take pictures. They're going to take pictures during the ceremony, during the reception dinner, and during the dance. As they're taking these pictures, they can then send them up and share them with everybody else. There's no need to print them out like you do on a photo booth, because they already have them on their phone. But now they're having the ability to share the photos. So that, in a nutshell, is going to kind of explain it. Now I'm going to show you our back office and how easy it is to manipulate. Excuse me here. Here's a template that we just made for a test sample. Each and every portion of this template is constructed with layers. Each layer has a particular meaning. We have a layer, it's an image layer. We just click on the little camera up here. It places it down here. We name it, it's the background graphic. And it slides the graphic background, whatever we want in there. One moment, please. We have a picture background. We just label each layer and we put the image or text where we want it to be. The picture wall, that's where the picture is actually going to go, and then we have to animate this process. Once it's animated, it'll layer animation, it'll be here. We attach it to a keyword so that our system knows which template module to send it to. You can add as many layers as you want. You can mix and match them. So if you were doing a wedding and wanted to add a picture wall instead of their picture, or a message wall instead of their picture, you can actually add a message wall, and we give it a separate keyword, and people can send in messages, congratulations, and so forth. So there's many multiple purposes that this can be used for. And you just build and add the layers, utilizing when you build these in Firefox. Firefox allows you to actually go in and drag an image instead of having to place the XY coordinates. Instead of having to place type in right here your XY coordinates, it tells you where to place it. With Firefox, you can just drag it and place it where you want it to go. So it just makes it a heck of a lot easier for you. It's going to take maybe 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how elaborate you want to get to actually build out a template. Once you've gotten the template built, you just simply download it by clicking here, the Windows logo or the Apple logo, depending on what unit you have. It's going to print out, not print out, I'm sorry, it'll download to your computer. You open it. This is this example of the template. Once you have this up, your VGA cable hooked up to your laptop, that's what's going to be displayed on your monitor. Now, if we wanted to make this more of a landscape type project, all we have to do is go in here to our background and just change our dimensions right here. Once those dimensions have been changed, we're good to go. Next phase, once this has been displayed, the one thing you're going to need to do is you're going to have a moderator to moderate and approve the photos. The moderator can moderate from any location. They can moderate multiple events at the same time. To moderate, we just simply launch the moderator. Yes. I'm going to log into a moderator. I've labeled the event. Let's grab the event again. I think it was this one. You can then type in, you can text 55678 to Smith. It will put the pictures in the pending approval file. Once the pictures have been put in the pending approval file, you approve them. As you approve them, they go into queue. Once they go into the queue, they go onto the screen. Once they've run their cycle on the screen, they go into retire. If you have a lot of photos coming in and you want to speed them up, you can retire a picture manually on the screen to get them into the queue a little faster. Or if the pictures are coming in a little slow, like at the first of an event, you can recycle the pictures out of the retired and back onto the screen. Also, on each screen, as we go back back over to the template here, when we do a picture wall, you see here the delay and the number of objects. The delay is how long each picture is going to show in the picture wall. The number of objects are how many pictures we want to run through that cycle. So you don't have to approve one picture at a time. You can approve 9 pictures at a time, and it'll run through the cycle at 5 to 9 seconds or 1 second or however long you want it to run. And it allows you to multitask a little better. So it gives you a little better flexibility and control for your event. Let me get back. Again, this is what a finished product looks like. This is an example of a finished product. We did this for a 50th birthday. The monitor is there. You can run multiple monitors again. So if you want to put monitors each side of the dance floor so both sides of the wedding can see it, it actually gives the people not participating, not dancing, things to do. They can take pictures. They can send these in, or they can, or grandma could just sit there and look at her granddaughter or grandson's beautiful wedding, and enjoy the show. So there's many applications and many reasons why people are actually going to want to use this instead of photo booth. It centralizes everything. It doesn't take it away. It's not a sideshow. We did test this at a bridal show in January. It was in our beta format, and we price pointed it out at at $5.95 to $7.95 was the sweet spot. My suggestion would be to package this up in bundles of 500. If it's an extra large wedding, you can just increase the size, but just know that you can bundle them up in 500 images. If somebody gets 500 images, oh my God, that's 500 extra pictures they never would have got. They're going to get all of these images from each guest's point of view, not just from where the photographer can be. I had one wedding recently from one of my DJs that the wedding party actually used photobomb instead of a photographer. So it brought a little different perspective to the table. They didn't need to use a photographer. They were on a budget, and here you go. Great idea, great concept. It keeps everything together. It's not going to put you over onto the sideshow again. And I can't tell you how important that is. When we talk to these brides at the bridal show, 9 out of 10 brides would have rather had and said they wanted to go with the photobomb. And we priced it again in that $5.95 to $7.95 range. I'm going to go over pricing here in just a couple moments. I'm going to kind of go into one other account and kind of show you how to download pictures and how easily they're downloaded. So let's get out of the moderator. Let's come on over. Let's get back over here. We're going to have to come out and back out a little bit, so bear with me. Just bear with me. I got to kick back out. my internet connection runs a little low when I record and do these shows. Now let's try it. I'm going to close that out. Let's try it here. Let's just close it all out and open it back up again. Each layer has to go back a page. I can go back. Let's see, I might be able to just click on home. Sometimes this doesn't take me where I need it to go. Oh, there we go. There we go. There, now I can head back in. I'm going to go into the client control panel. I'm going to go visit a client's account here. And this client actually signed up with us about a month ago. He's already booked 16, 17 events, and he has done 7 live events. He went back to all of his bookings and said, hey, I got a great new product, and blah, 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 blah. And these people they jumped on board immediately. So if you go out and you push and promote this a little bit, you're gonna get great responses. All you're gonna have to do is go into your reports, click on the reports tab, click on incoming MMS support or export, type in the keyword that you want, the date from that keyword. So you can kind of type in the date of the event if you wanted. If you're recycling the keyword, you can do that, or you can just hit the keyword and just cover it for the full month. Here's an example of some of the pictures. This was done at a local bar where this DJ lives, and these people were all getting in, sending in their pictures. But basically, it gives you the phone number. Basically, to download the pictures, all you have to do is request download. It'll save it to your computer. You move that file over to a thumb drive, and it's a 2-minute download. It's a very, very simple process. So that part of things is good. With this client, what I did is he wanted to utilize this to kind of, he was trying to really brand his company image. So what I did from here is I went and created him a mobile web page, and I link it to every campaign that he does. So if he does a wedding, whatever it is, we take this a little URL that we have here, and we shorten it, and we embed this in every single event that he does. So here's what he's got here. Is the party outside the box with Photobomb. It's got all of his information so they know how to contact him. It's basically a mobile business card. At every wedding, he copies the little link right up here. He places that link into it and says, Bill and Peggy would like to thank you for attending their wedding. Your images will be shown shortly. If you want to know more about our DJ services, please click here. And that link is there. And that just takes them to a little mobile business card. So that's a very, everybody that's sending a picture is going to get your business placed onto their mobile phone. So it's something you want to do. You want to do it discreetly. You want to do it quietly, but you want to do it. I'm going to go back and show you one more thing within the system, and then I'll talk about pricing. Or you can call for pricing, and we run different packages, different specials daily. So maybe weekly or daily, just depending on my mood. But let's go into the image gallery here. Not the image gallery, I'm sorry. Let's go back. The template gallery. What we want to do is we want to go in here and view all the templates. Because Photobomb is not a one-trick pony here. As you can kind of see here, we've set it up that we have templates and examples so that what you can do is you can do, if you wanted to do a pledge drive for a nonprofit organization. I know many DJs are really into do a lot of events for nonprofits. Well, now you can add a new element to them and set up a pledge drive where people can text in, give to, and then they put a space in there and they type in the amount, $100 or 100, and they text it to 55678. And for every $100 they move, this thermometer is going to increase up, and it's going to start, it's interactive, so it's going to start filling up according to whatever was texted in. So this is really good for pledge drives. Then you can go into your inbox 2.0, download all those messages that were sent in, all those pledges that were sent in, give it to your charity, and they can start hitting the phones the next day calling all of those phone numbers because we record their phone number. So they can record and call those people and chase down that phone number. A message wall, this works very similar to the picture wall here. It gives you a big wall that you can read the messages, and the messages just kind of scroll up and down, and just almost like Facebook would. The old messages get pushed off and the new ones start filling up. The message scroll, this one is used a lot with the picture to screen because you can put the message scroll here on the bottom, and people could also be sending in their well wishes, congratulations Bill and Peggy or whatever, and that gets displayed as well. And then again, you can save those messages as well. These last three are great for bars and nightclubs. If they're having a dance contest, a local American Idol type contest where you can vote. That's all these are, just very similar to what American Idol does. You vote, and it's all interactive, so the votes are calculated and reported in real time and live. So you're not, it's not a one-trick pony. You do a sports bar, you can set up MVP player of the game, or you can go, let's say the Raiders and the 49ers were playing. You can say who's going to win, and you can find out who those fans are. In addition, and how this benefits like a bar is you can send them a little coupon attached to this, and attach a coupon in there so that they can go redeem and if they want to stimulate food sales, so they can put in there all food orders are $2 off or whatever they want to do. You're really limited by just your imagination. You want to be very cautious. You don't want to promote and advertise alcoholic beverages in the actual text message. So instead of saying $2 off your beer, you're going to say $2 off your beverage, or sponsored product or something like that. That way it'll keep it in line. If you don't do that, we have to send them a message that confirms that they're at least 21 years old, and they'll have to reply back. So that'll drive your credit usage up a little bit. As far as pricing, our standard pricing is $7.95 for the setup training. That also includes, that helps us pay for our support. If you need a template built, we will build the template for you. That's not just a one-time issue. You will eventually want to build the templates yourself, but you want to play with them and design them and get the hang of it. So you're going to hit the ground running on this. We'll build the templates out for you. We'll build them out as often as you want. So the startup fee is $7.95. And then you buy the messages in bundles of 1,000. You're probably going to get 2 weddings, a minimum of 2 weddings. Your message bundles never expire. So if you buy 1,000 messages or 1,000 credits, those 1,000 credits will last as long as you use them, or as long as you need to use them. If you do 3 weddings, and let's say a bride and groom, they buy you bundle it up in 500 messages. You sell it for $7.95. Well, you bought a bundle of 1,000 messages for $249. What has happened is you sell it in a bundle of 500 for $7.95. That's exactly right in line with the photo booth. So now They only use 300 messages. You download all 300 of their messages. They get you price it up to 500 messages. Most photo booths use 300 messages per event or 300 pictures per event. So now you're going to download all the pictures and you're going to give them to them, but you still have 700 messages left. You didn't use those 200 credits. You made money off of them, but you didn't. You still have them in your inventory. So you can use them as long as you want. You're going to get at least 2 weddings out of every bundle of 1,000, unless it's, a 500 person huge wedding. Then you may want to buy extra messages for it. In addition to that, every time you buy a bundle of 1,000 messages, there's always a built-in 10% overage, and you don't get billed for that 10%. And the reason is somebody might forget to attach the picture, for example. Somebody might, send it in wrong. The other thing is, I don't want you to get caught in an event and running out of pictures. So when you're down to 10% of your images, you're going to get an email, or when you're down to 10% of your credits. So if you buy 1,000, when you have 100 credits left, you'll get an email sent to you that gives you a warning that you're down to you have 10% remaining. Then you're going to get a second warning that says you've reached your limit, but you automatically have a 10% build out in there. So now you're going to start wanting to wind down that event. So if you sold them 500 pictures, once you get that second message, you have 50 credits left. And if there's 10 minutes left in the event, okay, no worries. If it's not, you're just going to make a small announcement. Hey guys, you guys have been participating so well. We're going to have to start. We're going to recycle some of these pictures so we can run them through again. We've reached our limit. Or you can go to the bride and groom and ask them if they want to buy, more messages, and you can make some more money from them. But either way, it's set up for your convenience, and you're not going to get shut off. There's a built-in buffer zone for you. So with that, this is going to conclude our tutorial. But you guys can feel free to view this if you would like. Along with this tutorial, we're going to send you a username and password for a demo account that we have set up, so you can kind of go in there and play around and look at it. All right, guys, thank you. And if you have any questions, please email us, your sales rep or myself. You just email us or give us a call. We'll be happy to sit and talk over everything with you. Thank you, and have a great day.